So I had to drop off my car to the dealership to get routine maintenance done, and then I take a shuttle back. They provide a shuttle service so that they drop off the people at their homes, and so while their car is being serviced. So I'm in this shuttle thing, and there's four of us, and it seems to me the normal protocol is they drop the people off, like the closest person to the dealership gets dropped off first, and then the next closest person gets dropped off, and then the next one, and then the next one. And then the guy will come all the way back to the service station. So I'm not paying attention. And they drop off the first person, they drop off the second person. The guy asks me my directions to exactly where my house is. I tell him, and then I look down, and then playing with my phone, and then I look up a few minutes later, and he's just gotten on the freeway, and he's heading down to the fourth person. He's bypassing me and going down to the fourth person's place. And I got upset. I said, "What are you doing? Why didn't you take me home?" He goes, "Well, I asked if anyone cared who would be let off first." I said, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear you say that to me. Why would I say go ahead, drop him off first and take me 30 minutes out of my way? That makes no sense. I would never have agreed to that. Why would you do that? That's not the way you do that. So that's basically what I said to the guy. I was really annoyed, and he said, "Well, I asked," and he just stuck to his position. I asked, if it was okay for me to take him first or whatever. Anyway. So now they dropped the guy off, and now he's driving me home, and it was my intention to tip the guy. I always do that. I always tip the shuttle guy, and I'm thinking, well, and I'm really annoyed, and I'm thinking, wait a second. And by the way, none of these people, four people, none of them tipped the guy, including this guy who really should have waited for me to be dropped off. He didn't tip the guy either. No one tipped the guy. I always tip the person. I think it's only fair, and it's part of my gratitude I'm very grateful for the lifestyle I'm able to maintain, and I feel it's only right to share that with others, and and be kind and generous as much as possible. But here I am now thinking, well, man, this guy just burnt off a half hour of my time, and I'm really annoyed, and that seems to be not fair. And I was just kind of angry and irritated about it, and I started to think, why should I give him a tip for giving me all this bad service and I was I was copying that attitude. And then I didn't want that. I didn't want to have that attitude, though. I didn't want to be angry at the guy, and I didn't want to have a negative attitude. You know me. I don't want that. I want to be peaceful thoughts, peaceful, loving thoughts. And so I consciously discharged all my negative stuff towards the guy. I don't want to, it was a mistake. It was nothing. I don't have to take it personal. The advice I give to other people, I don't have to take it personal. It was just a mistake. He didn't think about it, whatever. He thought I would have said something I didn't. So I wanted to discharge all that negativity, and I wanted to give him a tip, like I always do. And I was thinking, anyway. So he pulls up to my house, and I said to him, and I wasn't angry anymore. I really wasn't at all. Everything was cool again in my head, and I said to him, "I'm sorry I got annoyed with you. I'm sorry I raised my voice and got irritated with you, but I really feel that you should have dropped me off before the other guy." And then I gave him my usual tip. I didn't even cut it less than what I normally do. I gave him my usual tip. And what was great was the look on the guy's face. It wasn't even like a look of, "Oh, thank you, that's generous of you." No, and that's fine. No, it was cognitive dissonance. It was he didn't get a tip from anybody, and the one tip he got was from a guy who was pissed off at him. But I wasn't reinforcing. I don't believe I was reinforcing him, pissing off people, and then that's going to get him better tips. I think I was reinforcing what my message was, which was simply, I apologize when raise my voice and am not nice to other people. I make an amends as much as possible. And B, maybe you could think about next time that go in the proper order. That those were the things I was reinforcing. Anyway, I felt great. I think his look of cognitive dissonance was priceless, though. But I believe that I did good by him as well, not just the money, but making him think about some things. And so it was a blessing that it happened, ironically, because I think it helped me to grow, and him too, hopefully.